things did not go well with this challenge account, and so their account is blown, right? Uh, it's hard emotionally, obviously, because as a human, um, going through stuff like that, can do a number on you. But it's part of the journey of trading, and I understand why a lot of people don't like to show when they fail challenges or when they have losses, because it's hard. But in the spirit of transparency and how I like to do things on my channel, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm going to share it because a coin has two sides, and both sides are different, but they're valid. And what I mean by that is uh, success and failure, or profits and losses in this case, um, are two sides of the same coin, and they both are valid, meaning you can learn from both successes and losses when trading. In fact, some of the best lessons do come from losses because sometimes they are painful enough that you're not going to forget that lesson, right? So if you think that you can only learn, from successful trades and profits, and you can't learn from losses, then you are missing out on a lot. So lesson learned, and hopefully by me sharing this, somebody can also pick up some lessons. And you never know, somebody might see something that I did not see and might send a comment my way and say, hey, maybe if you had done X, Y, Z, things would have been different. You never know. It's part of the sharing spirit, right? So anyway, here we go. Give us some numbers. Okay. Unemployment went the other way. It was expected to go to 206, but it actually went down to 187. Very good for the dollar. And then also building permits went up to 150. Good for the dollar. Field manufacturing went down to negative 10.6. Not good for the dollar, but because unemployment is the more significant one, and then you have 3 in green, 1 in red, that's medium impact. Yeah, we can see where the market is going to go. So we're going to give it a few minutes and then we'll see where we can plug in. Okay, so I have plugged into USD CAD because it looks like the market is committing to get to this level right here, and we will mark it up on TradingView in a second. And also I did enter USD JPY, because I think the market is due at least to get to this level here, this zone, based on this short-term push. Let's see what gold is doing. Not quite sure about gold, so I'm gonna hold on gold for a little bit while looking to see what UCAD and UJ are doing. Okay, let's go to TradingView. So as we can see, this is UJ. Let me expand this. Right, on the 1 hour time frame, clearly trending up, and then you had this retraction, but now it came back and it's trying to go back. My anticipation is it's going to come at least to this level. And let me go ahead and mark that with a horizontal line. So my anticipation is it's going to come to somewhere in this area right here. Let me make that a dotted line because yeah, to that level, around the 148.4 area. That's my anticipation anyway. And I'm actually going to put an alarm on that line. Boom. Okay. So that's the anticipated level for UJ based on this push. Let's go to UCAD. UCAD, similar anticipation is for it to come to this level right here. Go ahead and mark this up somewhere around here. What I'm looking for, it might go beyond, it might not quite get there, who knows. The market's going to do what it's going to do, but my anticipation is for it to at least come here. We're going to set an alarm on that. Okay. Okay, gold. Gold, same thing. We can see this right here is the retraction. Gold hasn't quite broken through yet, but if it does, based on this push, my anticipated level is this right here. gonna go ahead and mark that up, put a lock alert on it. So yeah, anticipation is for gold to drop at least to this level. We're clearly in a downtrend. We got to pull back, and the hope is for it to come to that. Okay, let's go back to MT5, see where we're at. All right, things have pulled back a bit, but I still believe that it's going to. Okay, clearly UJ is moving. I want to get a little bit more on it before I close. So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna keep watching that. Okay, I think UCAD is close enough to my level. I'm gonna go ahead and close it, protect some of those profits. So let's close UJ, I mean. And now we have UCAD left. I'm gonna wait for that to get close to my level, and I will take those profits if they present themselves. Gold. Still not sold on it. Let's see what we have for the day. Okay, so with UJ, we brought in 461. Not bad. So let's wait on UCAD to see what happens with that. I'm gonna keep watching UJ because I think it's going to dip and then continue. So I might re-enter on that and then keep watching gold as well. But for now, let's see what UCAD is doing. Let's go to trading view. So we're not too far off from the level we're seeking. I did close UJ a little bit early just to protect those gains, but I do think it's still going to get to this level, but I think it's going to retract and then continue on to this level at some point, and I might re-enter the market at that point. Gold. Again, we look at the 1 hour chart here. Really, it's still struggling at this line, this pullback line, if you will. It's pushing. I still think it's probably going to get to this level. Let's see if there's an opportunity to enter gold. All right, UCAD is pushing. We're going to keep holding on that. Gold, gold, gold. All right, I'm going to enter gold. Let's sell on gold. Oh, another 2 trades. Oh, because, okay, PSTK entered the trade as price was crossing over, and then I also hit the sell now button, so I got 2 trades instead of 1. All right, well, oh, UJ entered another trade as the crossover when the next candle is happening. Let's see what happens with that, but I might close that because this is not a good entry point necessarily. Come on, UCAD. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep watching what we got in play and be back. Okay, so right now we're in a drawdown. Gold has pulled back. Also, if we look at USD CAD, it has pulled back as well. Waiting to see if this pullback is just temporary or is it going to stick, which means we might have to close these trades at a loss. Also, UJ obviously has pulled back as well, but we're still holding. Drawdown is now 700 and some change, so we're just going to wait and see if these pullbacks are just temporary in anticipation of the 930 spike. I mean 930 stock market open, especially for gold since it's a commodity. But yeah, drawdown is growing, but we're gonna hold. We're still within our acceptable numbers, so we're gonna hold and see what happens because the mass network is indicating otherwise, and also the numbers from the news indicates otherwise. But just okay, so we're still in a drawdown. In fact, if we look at UJ, it retracted, and this trade that was open came all the way down here and closed for a loss, which brought down my gains to 149. But we're still holding on gold. It retracted, but we're hoping it's still going to come back down. We're also holding on UCAD. It came all the way down, did not get to the blue line to close the trades, but it looks like it's rebounding. and I entered a buy now trade to kind of take advantage of this swing back up. Again, anticipation is still for it to get to that level and then hopefully close in profit. So that's where the market is right now. If we take a look at trading view, this is what it's doing on the 1 hour chart. It looks like it's recovering now. Again, anticipation is still to hit that level. UJ, same thing. In fact, I might re-enter UJ. We'll see. And then gold, again, still anticipating for it to come down to that level. So still holding. All right, things are not looking good. So gold basically reversed and is staying on that pullback trend. Probably gonna go and hit my stop loss. If we look at UCAD, it already reversed and crossed the blue line and closed the trades. You're gonna see an MT5. This is on the 1 hour, so it looks a little different. And then a UJ as well came all the way down, but now it's reversing. So if we look at MT5, first of all, my gains have vanished. I'm now in a deficit of negative 941. All right, so this is UJ. It reversed. That trade closed like I showed before. It tried to come back up, so I re-entered. We have some hammer times that I'm waiting for to get somewhere here, and then I'll close, but now it looks like it's reversing. So today is not turning out to be a good day. Gold reversed, and so these trades are obviously in deficit. I hedged over here, so we'll see, because I anticipate that it's going to come and hit my stop losses, or at least somewhere to this level now because of the market reversing. And as we can see, it seems to be trending up on a short time, at least on a short-term basis, right? Long term, as we saw on the 1 hour, is trending down, but for right now, it's moving up. And since we're scalpers, that affects us, or that affects me, I should say. And now we have a drawdown of 1,000. So if I was to close this, the loss would be around $2,000, right? But I'm still holding. All right. UJ is recovering. I'm hoping it's going to get to this level or in profit, although the drawdown is still in deficit. Gold is not, I had to close one of the trades for loss. So gold is not looking good. We're still hedging. 1,500 negative as far as for the day. So yeah, that's the kind of day I'm having. But anyway, I'm done with UJ. I don't think I'm going to re-enter UJ. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about that. So I'm going to keep holding on UJ. Oh, that was UCAT, not UJ. Jeez. So I'm going to keep holding on UJ. See what happens with that. Okay. UJ is pushing up, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to get beyond this level right here. So I don't think it's going to get to my level, at least today. And I think I'm just going to take the profits from that. Well, maybe I should wait for it to go up again to this level, and then I'll close it. Yeah, the day is not going to end well. Even with these profits, I'm just going to recover some losses, but the day is still going to end negative, I think, because I don't think I'm going to be able to overwhelm the negative 1,500 so far. But you never know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and I'm watching QC to see if QC comes to this area, and then I'll know it's maximized. It's, but plus volume is starting to go down. I mean, it's past 11, so yeah. Okay, so let's start with UJ, USD/JPY. This was Thursday. Great entry, had one hammer time, then decided to go in a second time. Obviously, price reversed and closed at the blue line, and then it picked up again after testing that level. Came back up. I re-entered over here. Hammer times kicked in here. And as it went, I was trying to hold it for longer, but this price started to come down again. I decided to close it here because it was approaching the end of my trading window, and I figured, volume was going down. in momentum or losing momentum, so I closed it here for a small profit, right? Then it started to pick up, and I decided to re-enter, which I shouldn't, because it was beyond my trading window. And then, of course, as anticipated, price did drop, because you can see right here, no momentum. So this was a mistake. Trading beyond your window, and then also you had no volume or momentum, right? Then Friday came along. There was some news, but it was mixed news. I came in, had a successful initial hammer time, but then I went in for seconds again, which I shouldn't have, because one, is Friday, volume is usually thinner on Friday, and the data from the news was a mixed bag. So really one hammer time should have been enough, but of course, I went in a second time, then learned my lesson from before, and guess what? Price reversed, closed at the blue line, right? I tried to re-enter down here to recuperate those losses, but then again, once the hammer times kicked in, price reversed, closed at the blue line. So lost my initial gains and added this, added losses to it, basically. Now we look at gold. Thursday, price crossed over, hammer time kicked in some trades, price reversed, closed at the stop loss. As I saw the reversal, I activated some buys, which I closed here and recuperated most of the losses. So that wasn't too bad. Then we come to Friday. As price crosses over, here's 2K kicks in, you have hammer time, but then it reversed, tested the level, and then came back down. Now, I should have been patient, but I had entered some buys because I thought, okay, maybe price, because you had this trend going up, so I figured, okay, price might be going back up since it was a mixed bag from the news data. But of course, price came back down, so now you have the buys and the sells, so I just closed them down here, and that was a loss. So I was not in sync with the market. Really, I had no business trading on Friday, all right? Because especially since Thursday, I had already lost, so I should have waited, but I kept pushing to my detriment. USD CAD, Thursday was pretty successful. I had a good hammer time over here. The entry was great, right down here, close to equilibrium. Hammer times kicked in, closed at the level. I could have had a little bit more, but hey, this is good. Then came Friday. No, actually, this was Thursday. Yeah, right? So first of all, the entry was way up high, but still, regardless, because price went up, I waited for the reversal, I entered, hammer times kicked in. I should have closed here because it was definitely at the initial level, but I was trying to hold on for more, and then of course price reversed, boom, closed at the blue line. As price came back up, I entered again, hammer time kicked in, and I guess I hadn't learned my lesson. Did not close it because I figured it would probably come back to the same level, but then again, you're starting to lose momentum because it's Friday. Price reversed again, closed at the blue line. Total loss. Total loss. Yeah, and that was it. So adding all those losses up, plus the prior losses, basically got the account blown up. Just to see a history of the trades here, so you can see, I had some wins, but of course I had more losses, and that's what did me in, right? Yeah, the losses were more and bigger than the wins, so boom, there you go. 4,100 plus the fees, 4,500, and the account got breached. And this is the email that I got. Yeah, so this is the email right here. You can see alert, hard breach on your account, right? You don't even need to read the rest. Once you see that, oh shit, it's all over. So unfortunately, our system has detected a hard breach in the limits of your challenge for account number, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that was it. That's all she wrote. It was breached, and there it was. But you live to fight another day. That's part of paying your dues. And that's the journey in trading. So I'm going to take some time to reflect and go over what I did wrong. And then, I already know what I did wrong. But just to take some time to settle the mind and then re-enter another challenge. Till then, peace.